Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualise, My Asexual Life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality. And if you are looking for a movie with no sex in it, you've come to the right place. So hang on tight as I reveal what Shang-Chi is all about. If you haven't yet seen this movie and you don't like spoilers, please do not watch this video. So, Shang-Chi, I nearly said Chang-Chi. Shang-Chi is actually a Marvel superhero movie. Martial arts based though. So Shang-Chi has a dad, like you do, and his father is basically in charge of a group um called the Ten Rings organization. And he has these his father has these 10 rings on him that basically can kill multiple people. And the movie takes you back to the beginning of how the father got the rings, basically, and he used them for evil, basically, to become almighty, all powerful, so that he could go out into the world and create destruction and be the mightiest person in the world. So Shang-Chi's father is actually very, very old because he has eternal life. And what happens is before Shang-Chi is born, his dad is kind of like very, very ruthless. He's going around killing loads of people for fun, basically, and that's his life. But before Shang-Chi is born, the father meets the mother so that Shang-Chi can be born. But the mother is from a different group of people. It's like a sacred group where it's got like dragon spirits, from what I can understand. And they have to protect this evil lair because years ago there's like this evil spirit or evil creature, should I say, that's been put behind these bollards in this cave. And these dragon people kind of have to, I don't know what they're called, but basically they have like dragon spirit in them, and they have to protect this village or whatever, this place, so that this creature doesn't get out, and it's meant to be very, very evil. And the woman who marries Shang-Chi's father before Shang-Chi was born, the woman actually was the only one who could defeat his father. But she gives up her dragon powers, if you like, and he gives up his rings in order for them to be married and have children. Then they have two offspring. They have Shang-Chi and they have a daughter, but you don't kind of find out much about the daughter till later on. And so Shang-Chi, you see, he's with his dad and his mother's dead, and he goes through this like warrior training where he's basically trained to be an assassin from a very, very young age. And at 14 years old, his dad's expecting him to go out and kill the person that killed their mother, killed his mother, you know, Shang-Chi's mother and his sister's mother, which is Shang-Chi's father's wife. So Shang-Chi's dad asks the 14-year-old Shang-Chi to basically avenge his mother's death and go and get this person killed. And you kind of see him going through lots of brutal training and everything. And then you flash forward to the future, the present day, where you see Shang-Chi is now a car valet person. And he's got this friend called Katie. And I think loads of asexuals will absolutely love this movie because the relationship he has with Katie is purely a platonic friendship, a very like bestest friendship. There's no romance between them. There's no kissing, but she does put like a head on his shoulder occasionally and stuff like that. But they tell um they basically make it clear to their family that to Katie's family that they're just friends and they're not getting married or anything like that. And so I think it's very beautiful the type of friendship they have. It's a very, very loving friendship. And they do go through thick and thin together. In the movie, you do have this sense of, are they ever going to get together as a couple? But they don't in the end. Spoiler alert, they don't. There's no sex in it. And I thought asexuals are going to love the two characters together, the Shang-Chi and Katie, because they do go through things together, thick and thin. And she stands by him like a really best friend. And, you know, he saves her from like falls and stuff like that, but they're still not in a relationship. They're not being romantic together. So I thought, you know, asexuals absolutely love this movie. One, because there's no sex in it. If you're sex repulsed asexual, it's great for that reason. Two is if you love superhero movies, and especially martial arts, you're going to go crazy for this film. And three is a platonic relationship between two very big characters in the movie. So that's really good. So anyway, what happens is Shang-Chi's past catches up with him because he gets a postcard and thinks his sister's in danger because his dad is after them both. Basically, his dad's after the pendant. So before his mother died, she gave Shang-Chi a pendant, like a green one, I think it was, and his sister another pendant. They're like identical pendants, pretty much. And so anyway, he has this postcard and it basically he thinks it's from his sister. And you know, his dad has basically got the organization of the 10 rings to find Shang-Chi in present day and bring him back home. Whereas Shang-Chi left his dad because he didn't want anything to do with the 10 rings and continue the brutal murders, the assassinations he was basically trained to do. Katie didn't know he was a trained assassin. Katie didn't know about his past. And he does lie in the movie because he does say that he couldn't go through with avenging his mother's death and killing someone, but he admits he did do that. So what happens is the father has got the 10 rings organization to get Shang-Chi and his sister to go back home so they can go into their mother's land, and the father is hearing voices and thinking the mother's still alive, but she isn't. She's dead. And you do have this sense of, is she going to be alive? Because I actually thought she was alive. I thought that's going to be the twist in the story, that she is actually alive and she never died. But you find out how she died. Basically, the past caught up with the father, Shang-Chi's father, and these people came looking for the father, and instead they killed the mother. And the father has been like horrified ever since. The father's gone back to his bad ways with the 10 rings because, you know, he's not got a wife anymore, and so he doesn't know what else to do with himself. So he's gone back to a life of crime and punishment, if you like, you know, hurting people. And so, to cut long story short, Katie goes with Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi's sister. They all go together back to the brutal father, and for a while they get held captive. And what happens is, because Shang-Chi's father believes the mother is still alive and she's being kept in this cave behind this bolsters, which is really an evil spirit, trying to trick him, then it's like an evil dragon spirit. But it's meant to be in the end you see it's like an actual dragon. And so what happens is Shang-Chi, the sister, and Katie have to go and escape the father's like prison type of thing that they've been put in, go under tunnels in the building. And then, do you remember the guy who played the Mandarin in Iron Man movie? I don't know if you remember that, but basically he reappears. Tony Slattery, he really appears in this movie. And there's like a mythical creature, and he is playing an actor part in this as well. It's kind of weird seeing him again. But anyway, he with this mythical creature from the mother's land takes Shang-Chi, Shang-Chi's sister and Katie, his best friend, to the mother's land. And they have to race to get there before the father does and destroys a whole land, if you like, and the people in it, because he believes the mother's still alive. But really, it's not. It's this mythical creature. There's like an evil creature out to set havoc on all the people and kill them. And the father still ends up going through the village, creating a lot of deaths and knocking down with his 10 vibrating rings, knocking down this massive, like, wall of bollards, wall of rocks, if you like, to release this magical, mythical creature, whatever you want to call it. And the mother's not there, you know? So there's a lot more to the story than that, but that's it in a gist, right? And Katie gets some training on how to shoot arrows when she's not got any powers herself. So it's quite interesting. I like Katie's character. I've seen the person who plays Katie before in another movie, and she's a really good actress. So I did enjoy the film. I like the martial arts aspect. There's a lot of like effects where they're going in the air, you know, and they're doing all this like Tai Chi and martial arts stuff, and they're like the camera stops down, you know, slows down and pans around them, and you know, those movies when they kind of go in slow motion, they do all these special martial arts and they punch each other, but it's like superimposed punches when they zoom back and everything like that. There's a lot of that type of stuff in it, and that is very good. Cinema. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Cinema. I can't even say it. It's like cinema effects. You know what I mean? So I did like all the cinema effects, if you like, the special effects with all the martial arts in it. I think it's good to have a Marvel movie that's actually based on martial arts. I think it is different to a lot of the other Marvel movies. It probably won't be what you're expecting, but I have given you a quick summary of the actual movie. If you've seen the movie already, please do let me know what you think. It is a 2021 movie. I saw it on Disney Plus last night, well, the early hours of this morning. Well, yesterday now, because we've gone over midnight. So, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought the action was good. Loved the martial arts. Loved the special effects. The storyline was good. I did think the mother was going to come back at the end. I thought she was actually alive, but she wasn't. So that was a twist on a twist, really. And yeah, it was good. It was good. I would watch it again. I did like it. I thought it was very interesting. There isn't any sex in this movie whatsoever. There isn't even much kissing or romance. There is when Shang-Chi father originally meets the mother, they have like a battle rather than a traditional romantic like meeting. But you can tell he really likes her, and you just see him holding her hand. You know, again, there's no sex that's seen. All of a sudden, she's just about, you know, she's pregnant and gonna have a baby, but there's no sex in it. There's no, you know, the two main characters like Shang-Chi. Well, I was gonna say the two main characters. You know, one's the father and one's the son. But the son has Katie, so Katie plays quite a big role in it as well, but Katie's the one that's a platonic best friend. So I thought it was good. I thought it was a very well thought out movie. I did like the storyline. I thought the acting was really good. There's a guy at one point that comes and he's got this metal arm on, and they're on like a bus. There's a really good scene with the bus where Shang-Chi first encounters the 10 Rings organization, people coming after him from like his childhood, trying to get him to go back to the dad and basically trying to kill him. But Katie's driving this bus that's got no brakes anymore, and he's doing Shang-Chi's doing all this martial arts stuff on the bus with in front of people, and this guy's filming it for like his YouTube channel. It's quite funny. So there are some funny bits in it. I liked Shang-Chi's sister. I thought she's very good at martial arts as well. And I thought she's a strong female character. I like it when they have strong female characters. Katie is a strong female character as well. Pretty much all the women in this are strong female characters because they use martial arts, they kick, they basically do a lot of kicking and like attacking and stuff like that, if you like, as well as defending. So, if you're looking for strong female characters, it is a good movie from that respect. And it's a female that can conquer the guy in this, because it's Shang-Chi's dad married, and was with his mother because she was the only one who could use her martial arts, if you like, and superpowers to defeat him and put him in his place, whereas no one else has been able to do that. So I thought it was really good. There is a battle between the father and the son in the end, and that was really good as well. So, he's been trained to be an assassin, and then he's got to try and do that to his dad in the end. So that's quite brutal. Yes, it's a twist of fate, though, what happens with the dad. So, and the son. But yes, it's said the 10 Rings will return. So there should be another movie coming out, but I don't know when, because that was in 2021. We're already in 2024. I would have thought another movie should be out by now, but I don't know of another one. I suppose I could Google that and look it up and see, 10 Rings. You're going to hear me type now, movie sequel. You're going to hear me type on the computer. So, it says it's definitely getting a sequel. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is definitely getting a sequel, according to star Simu Liu. Liu's promising update came via threads when a fan complained that Shang-Chi, which has been dormant since the original release in 2021, was being ignored at Marvel. So, yes, is there going to be a 10 Rings 2? So, yes, according to Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings has officially been confirmed for a sequel. Not that we had any doubt. With a positive response from critics, the MCU Phase 4 movie has cemented itself as a key part of the future of Marvel. However, that doesn't mean they will see Shang-Chi 2 anytime soon. Oh, I guess they might put some of the characters in an actual Marvel other movie then. Probably. I'm guessing. Maybe. So, yeah. That's very interesting, isn't it? I thought it was so interesting. Oh, I said, what did I say? Trevor Slattery? The guy who played the mannequin. Mannequin. Is that right? The mannequin? Trevor Slattery? Let's look that up. Let's Google it. Trevor Slattery mannequin. Is that how you pronounce it? So, yes. Trevor Slattery. Mandarin, not mannequin. So he hired Trevor Slattery, an actor from England who sought fame and fortune, to pose as a Mandarin, a persona created to pose as a leader of the 10 Rings. Tony Stark and James Rhodes disrupted the plans of Killian. Slattery was arrested by the FBI and imprisoned in Seagate Prison, but he comes back for this. He comes back for the 10 Rings. So, but I don't know, the 10 Rings was 2021, so I think it was after this. But yes, he's actually meant to be, posed as an actor of the leader of the 10 Rings. But I never knew that in the Iron Man movie. I didn't know that at all. So I find that quite interesting. But he's quite funny in the movie as well, just like he was in the Iron Man, at points. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it if you think someone may benefit from it. I'd love to know your comments about if you've watched the movie already. What did you think of it? Did you like the fact that Shang-Chi and Katie had a purely platonic friendship for once in a movie? I think that's a really good thing. And yeah, what did you think of it for a Marvel movie? Because it's very different to a lot of the other Marvel movies. Love to know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.